Tesla contacted by senators regarding its arbitration clauses. 7 U.S. Democratic senators have penned a letter to Tesla about the way it handles worker and customer complaints. Several of the politicians on the list have voiced their disagreements with Tesla and Elon Musk in the past, but this is now moving to another level. Essentially, the group believes Tesla is using forced arbitration to hide information from the public. It seems despite Tesla's success, it's almost constantly under fire by the media and many others. Perhaps some of it is actually because of the EV maker's success, which was unexpected by many, not to mention its vocal CEO and its uniqueness. At any rate, Tesla has been questioned before about its non-disclosure agreements, and this is a somewhat similar situation. A company can compel people to agree to enter into an arbitration clause or build it right into a contract. This way, if there's an issue down the road, it will be addressed by an arbitrator instead of taken to court. Arbitration clauses aren't new. In fact, companies have been using them for years, not only in hopes of avoiding the legal system, but also, in so doing, saving time and money. Tesla uses such clauses in contracts it drafts for its employees and its customers. With an arbitration clause in place, Tesla could certainly limit the information that goes public. It could also sue former employees and make sure the media learns about all its accusations against them, and then turn to the agreement and force the person to settle the issue without ever going to court. This means the former employee can't defend themselves publicly. Tesla has actually proceeded like this in the past. With that said, Democratic Senators Richard Blumenthal, Edward J. Markey, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren sent a letter to Tesla encouraging it to get rid of these arbitration clauses. A portion of the letter reads as follows, via Electric. We are incredibly troubled by Tesla's reported use of forced arbitration clauses in consumer and employee contracts. Such provisions deny consumers their right to bring cases in court and shield Tesla from public scrutiny and accountability. The letter goes on to point out that there are several reports suggesting that there's a culture at Tesla that breeds harassment. It also emphasizes the fact that the senators are bothered by the information escaping the public eye thanks to the agreements. The group not only wants Tesla to stop using the agreements going forward, but also release previous information that was shielded by them. Neither Tesla nor Elon Musk has issued a public response related to the latter. Source: reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at Inside EVS. Tesla Lithium creates about 1,000 jobs in construction and 250 in operations. Tesla is a great boon to Texas, USA. The company is creating thousands of jobs and will create even more through the construction and operations of its new lithium refinery near Corpus Christi. On May 8, Tesla held a groundbreaking ceremony for its lithium refinery. It will be located at Robstown near Corpus Christi, Texas, USA. Tesla CEO Elon Musk and other company executives joined in, along with Texas Governor Greg Abbott and other local, state, and federal leaders, cheering the facility's founding. Tesla plans to invest $375 million to build the refinery. Once completed, the facility will represent a $1 billion investment in Southwest Texas. This investment is critical to Tesla's mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. The company aims to significantly increase its supply of lithium hydroxide, which is critical to battery production. Tesla is also seeking to source its lithium specifically in North America so that it is not dependent on overseas suppliers. The 1,200-plus acre site will be the site of the first industrial deployment of acid-free lithium refining. In the process of achieving this, the use of hazardous reagents that pollute the environment is eliminated. In addition, there are no byproducts that are not useful. As a result of Tesla's new method of lithium extraction, the byproducts will be a mixture of sand and limestone. Both are used in the production of building materials, which means they can be used efficiently. There's no toxic emissions or anything. You could live right in the middle of the refinery and not suffer any ill effects, Elon Musk said during the event. Tesla tweeted, "This facility will also prioritize the elimination of a challenging refinery byproduct, sodium sulfate. Instead, the byproduct is a mixture of sand calcium carbonate, a viable additive in the production of construction materials, allowing us to make use of this waste stream. In the future, we will also process other intermediate lithium feedstocks, including those from recycled batteries manufacturing scrap." In the future, Tesla expects the facility will also process other intermediate lithium feedstocks, including those from recycled batteries and manufacturing scrap. The construction work will create about 1,000 jobs. This is great news, as providing jobs is very important. In addition, Tesla Lithium will need 250 full-time employees, including process technicians, operations managers, and engineers who will support the ongoing maintenance and optimization of the plant. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Tesla stock will benefit the most from IRA. Tesla is a cost leader and achieves profitability that competitors cannot match. While many investors speculate that the Inflation Reduction Act (IRA) will narrow its lead, Morgan Stanley has the opposite view. Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jonas believes the IRA will primarily benefit Tesla. According to him, Tesla will get significantly more benefits from it than other automakers. By taking advantage of this, the company will be able to pass on the benefits to its customers, resulting in additional market share. Tesla will benefit more from IRA tax credits than newcomers as well as legacy carmakers. The analyst bases his claims primarily on the supply of batteries to the industry. Here Tesla has a huge advantage over its competitors. In addition to its battery joint venture with Panasonic, Tesla is also ramping up its own 4,680 cell production in Austin and Fremont, and could increase production in Nevada by another 100 gigawatt-hours. Through it all, Tesla holds about 75% of the tax credit for battery production, while Panasonic holds around 25%, according to Morgan Stanley. While other automakers also have struck deals with battery makers, it is unlikely they will get the same benefit. Jonas suggests that General Motors and Ford will share about half of the credits with their partners LG Energy and SK On, respectively. The analyst reiterated his $200 target price for Tesla stock due to its positive valuation. He still advises buying TSLA stock. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Average EV transaction price down over $10,000 year-over-year. Kelley Blue Book (KBB) recently published its average vehicle transaction price report for the month of April 2023, which shows a drop in purchase prices. Buyers are paying below MSRP and electric car prices are down significantly. According to KBB's data, the average transaction price for a new car fell below MSRP for the second month in a row this April. The average price of a new vehicle in the U.S. didn't change much though. It came in at $48,275, compared to $48,289 in March. It's important to note, however, that average prices are still up nearly $2,000 from a year ago. Meanwhile, KBB says the average price of an electric vehicle EV dropped to about $55,000. While that may seem pricey, and it's certainly more than the average new car transaction price, it marks a drop of over $10,000 year-over-year. Moreover, the average EV transaction price is down an impressive $4,464 compared to the previous month. KBB says EVs were at peak pricing in June 2022 and have been dropping notably this year. Research Manager of Economic and Industry Insights for Cox Automotive, Rebecca Radzewski, shared in KBB's press release. New vehicle transaction prices are trending downward in 2023, which should feel like a breath of fresh air to buyers following the last few years of low supply and rapidly rising prices. Now that inventory levels are starting to climb and manufacturers are increasing incentives, the market will respond accordingly. However, Radzewski also wrote that high auto loan interest rates are still a big concern for many consumers. Thankfully, the rising inventory and dropping prices can help to offset the additional interest. Let's also keep in mind that Tesla, which sells more EVs in the US than all other companies by a significant margin, raised its prices throughout 2022. It wasn't until the end of 2023 that the US EV maker issued its first price cuts and incentives in the US. At the beginning of 2023, Tesla continued to drop prices, with some cuts up to $13,000. Not to mention, the most substantial reduction was on the automaker's best-selling EV, the Model Y crossover. Executive analyst at Cox Automotive, Michelle Krebs, elaborated. April's downward movement of EV average transaction prices reflects EV automakers, particularly Ford and Tesla, seeking a balance between pricing and profitability. With average EV prices trending lower, we are seeing EV sales increase. For example, EV sales estimates in April were up by 26% year-over-year. KBB adds that luxury vehicle average transaction prices also dropped in April. They fell below $65,000 for the first time in almost a year. Tesla's vehicles are classified as luxury cars even though they may not be as luxurious as legacy luxury rivals. However, they're priced similarly. That said, many EVs in the US fall in the luxury segment, and even some of those that don't are still priced accordingly. Source: reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at Inside EVs. Tesla denies rumors about new Model 3 production starting soon. Tesla China reportedly denied rumors that the EV maker will be starting production of the newly refreshed Tesla Model 3 Project Highland in Shanghai, China, on June 1. However, the details related to the news are slim. According to Yikai Global, there have been rumors that Tesla may start producing the updated Model 3 in China soon, at least for trial production. However, some rumors suggest the company is already preparing to mass-produce the refreshed electric sedan. Tesla has been working on tweaked Model 3 for nearly a year now, and while the Project Highland Model 3 was first thought to be a rumor, it's clearly underway. Not only have there been many sightings of updated Model 3 vehicles wearing camo, but various filings also point specifically to the project itself. Tesla hasn't officially confirmed a refresh, though it has said time and time again in the past that it doesn't refresh its models, and that improvements and updates are ongoing. This was the same story before the most recent versions of the Model S and Model X arrived. Tesla has confirmed that it's working on infotainment updates and features related to its self-driving plans. Per Teslarati, CEO Elon Musk noted that such updates would come later this year. Despite Tesla's unwillingness to provide concrete details, it appears the updated Model 3 will have a new front end, among other, less obvious design adjustments. Third parties have reportedly confirmed, thanks to sources familiar with the matter, that some of the alleged Project Highland Model 3 sedans seen in the wild were alpha prototypes. More recently, Rumors began circulating that Tesla was gearing up to begin production of the revamped Model 3 at its Gigafactory in Shanghai. The rumors suggested Tesla aimed to begin with trial production in China this June ahead of moving the updated version into mass production. Source: reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at Inside EVS.